got something to say. I got something to say. We all got something to say. Speak up, stand up, wake up, get down. Everybody in the world know your feelings. Speak a little more love and space. I got something to say.
And we're live. What's up, Mimi?
Hey,
What's up, beautiful? It's not like that. I just didn't see you like an hour ago at the
it's
store.
okay.
But listen, how are you? Didn't check? You did a wardrobe change. What's
No, this is what I had on.
is that? What you had on?
Right when I told you I went and had makeup, but I just had to go put a little powder on his face. It changes everything.
It did. It changed everything. So
Yeah.
listen, it is so good to see you. I know that we couldn't be on last week. I was away at training for my new
Hey,
job.
everybody
And
know we got how we proud of you. You making moves, so you got to do what you got to do. And
listen,
before they start saying you got to keep them lights on over there, honey.
listen.
They
I keep the lights on over here. You absolutely right. Until I find somebody that's gonna help me keep the lights on. How about that?
hello.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't listen. Whatever. So how was your week, girl?
Child, my last 3 weeks have been grueling.
Look, stop me, me. Look who on here. Debbie. What's up, Debbie? She has
Hey,
been missing. She has been missing. Okay, so you said the last couple of weeks have been grueling.
honey, since I've been back at work, it's like, welcome back, bitch.
It's
Welcome back. It has been non-stop.
nonstop.
Because I'm
Wow.
like, I'll have like a one busy day, like
Mhm.
one really ridiculously busy day. Then I have a easy day where I could kind of coast and make the same money as the busy day, but it's easy. Child, the last 3 weeks been holidays when people ain't got to go to work the next day. And child, everybody and they mama and they daddy and they cousins and they uncles' cousins been at the damn bar and acting a daggone fool. One night I asked, I said, is it a full moon out? Is Mercury in retrograde? Like, is everybody in here on crack? Like, what is going on?
Wow.
Has been grueling.
So I text you one day for the Patti LaBelle concert because
Yeah.
my best friend, what's up, Cupid? My best friend, Brandon, who's the
Yeah.
producer of the show, had bought me tickets for Patti LaBelle for my birthday. So I've been holding on to these tickets since March the 8th, right? So
Y'all had good seats too.
we did. I mean,
You can pay a coin for that.
he
Yeah,
used
y'all.
because
Uh,
we were
good,
more.
good.
Yeah. And so so what we decided to do was to go eat first. So that way we didn't miss anything and we would
Right.
have time and I didn't have to look for parking. And so here it is. I'm sitting at Grace's. Is that not it's not Grace. What is it
Now
called?
it's called ginger.
Ginger. What's up, Anthony? And so Fox, we call him Fox. So I'm sitting at Ginger, and who do I see carrying a little rollabout? It's Mimi. She walking,
That's
y'all.
right.
She had this little sachet. I said, Mimi. And then I was like, let me text her. It took forever for her to text me back. Took her forever. And so
Because
she,
I ain't supposed to have my phone out at work. I just got off time out.
and so she says, I'm in the VIP section, right? So I'm just like, oh yeah, we're gonna find this VIP section.
And he
So
already know what the VIP section is because that's where I got him when I got y'all in to see Mary J. Blige.
right. And so I'm just like, oh my God. Just wait, I'm gonna say I'm still in shock. Oh Lord. I know that's a whole
Uh,
nother story. And so I am looking around and stuff, and we went up to the top, to the middle, to the bottom, to the top, to the middle. And so we finally had to go have our seat. And so when I say that it was a really, really good concert.
it
Everybody
was
loved Patty. I love
100%
Patty.
so good.
She does. And so
And
that was
six
the best,
song.
right. That was the best birthday gift I could have gotten, from the bestie. So I was thankful. So let
Uh-oh,
me
my
tell you,
phone here tonight.
Oh, what's up, Miss Angela? So let me tell you what happened. So we're out on the floor. So this lady walks in. So I saw several things that were just crazy at the concert, right? So one lady comes up in a wheelchair, didn't have no legs, Mimi, no legs, no legs, pulled up in her little thing, and so they said, "Ma'am, your seat is up top. I can't get up there. You knew you couldn't get up there when you bought that ticket. Why would you
No,
buy?"
they, because for when you handicap, they supposed to wheel your ass to the front of the daggone place.
But why did you buy a ticket that was in the rafters when you knew that you couldn't get
She
up in
bought
the
a
rafters?
ticket she could afford, and she knew they was gonna put her ass on that damn floor. Once you got tickets, you in there.
So Mimi, the woman was just like, "Well, baby, hold on." And so they was trying to figure out what they was gonna do with her. So they finally took out a seat so she could slide her wheelchair, and she backed it up in there and sat down. Right. That was the first thing. So this other woman walked in front of me, right? And so she was with her girlfriends. She on a walker. She on a walker, right? She on this walker. Her and her girlfriends, they, yeah, 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 yeah. The woman on the walker. The woman told them, your seats are up there. You're going to go up, I think about 6 rows up. It's going to be right
Mm.
there on the side. And so they was just like, okay, how come they left the woman down there with the walker? And she's sitting up there looking like, what I do? What I do? And so the woman was just like, ma'am, I'll take your walker from you and you can go on up the steps. And
So
she
how
was
come she gonna walk without no walker?
so she was sitting up there with this walker. And so I was
Child,
just like,
be trying it, they though. They
I said,
really.
oh wow. So me being a mustard seed ministry, I jump up and I told the lady, I said, I'll help you up the thing. And she's like, will you? I said, yes, ma'am. So I'm helping the woman up. We taking one step at a time. She leaning on my arm. She leaning on my arm, me. She leaning on my arm. I'm walking up the thing. I'm like, yes, ma'am. Come on. Yes, ma'am. She holding on to the thing. I get her to her seat. Her girlfriend sitting there talking about, thank you. And they sitting up there, they kiki kakaan, right? So I'm just like, oh wow, how rude. I wouldn't have friends like that. It literally pissed me off because, I'm like, how they leave a woman down there embarrassed with the walker and they're not even trying to help her up to a seat.
Did you? This is the biggest question. When after the show, did you leave or did you go up there and get her ass and bring her down?
Time out. So what I did was when I know Patty, I know when she about to end the concert. So I knew
Yeah.
that last song, I told Brandon, I said, so listen, I'm gonna go up here and get this lady and I'm gonna put her in my seat and I'm gonna switch seats with her. So you're gonna have to sit with her for this last set and stuff. And he was just like, oh, okay.
Let's see, because that I wouldn't have done that.
So I go up the steps. People watching me. I go up the steps and I say, ma'am, I'm going to put you in my seat and I'm going to let you watch from my seat. And then I'm going to come back up here to your seat. And she's just like, you would do that? Yes, ma'am.
That's
Oh
that
my
was
God.
uh,
She was like, oh my God. And the usher that was watching me do it, and I brought her down and I set her down and she sat there and she's like, the Lord gonna bless you, baby. The Lord gonna bless you because you're good to people. You're good to people. I said, you know what? I got a mama and I would
that's
want somebody to do my mama like this. If she was somewhere to get around, I would want someone to do my mother like this. And so at the end of the concert, her friends finally got themselves downstairs to gather up they friend, which she probably paid for the tickets for everybody because she wanted to go. And she probably bought their drinks that night and everything. And I hope that if she's watching, ma'am, don't take them nowhere else. My name is Lamont Ford. Inbox me. I will be your date because I will make sure you get to your seat and I will make sure that you get whatever you need. But they was wrong for that. They were wrong.
absolutely, absolutely, they was.
I would
They
not have friends like that. I mean, they left her down there, Mimi. And the thing about it, they was cute. They had their clothes together, and all she had on was a pair of jeans and a shirt, and she had just pulled her hair back in a ponytail. They didn't even try to help the woman. They didn't even try, and left her down there. But I went and got her. I did.
right.
I did.
Well, you
I
was her guardian angel that night.
listen. I know
You
what
were.
it feels. I would want somebody to do it for my mama, and that's
Yeah.
how I see it. I wouldn't want somebody to do it for my mom. And plus, it was Patty. I wanted everybody to sit down and enjoy Patty. Enjoy Patty. Like I enjoy.
I thought about shit, but I would have done something like that too.
Listen, one of my good friends, his name is Kirk. He had
Mm-hmm.
called thank you, Kirk. Kirk had called me like an hour before the show, and he was just like, I know it's last minute, Lamont. I'm so sorry, but I have an extra ticket to Patty because I know you love Patty so much. And I was just like, everybody knows Lamont loves Patty. And I was just like, listen, I already got tickets. Thank you so much. You know, Bob said he had tickets, but he was sick. I mean, so like I was just like, but yes, anytime Patty LaBelle comes to town, I'm going to be there. If she's close, I'm going. They just know that. If something ever happened to Patty, I don't know what I'm gonna do, y'all. I'm gonna be out for a couple
I
of
just
weeks.
love the fact that she one of the few, because I've seen all the entertainers there,
Mhm.
and she's one of the few that when she gets on, she really just absolutely loves
Oh
what
my
she
God.
does, and it comes through. It comes through when she just as happy to see y'all as y'all are to see her.
So there was a lady that was there.
That lady that was testifying about the chemo treatment,
And
honey, I was
she
in there blue horn. I had to take my lashes off.
Yeah, she said that she had bone cancer and she was going through
Yeah,
chemo. They haven't given her
it's
long to live.
music. Yeah, yeah.
They hadn't given her long to live. And so the thing about that was when she was telling Patty, and I tried to get here, I had to take, I think she said she had to take 30 pills or something like that to even be able to come to the concert, to be stable. And so she was telling the people, she was yelling it to Patty, and Patty was like, "No, no, come here, baby, come here." She stopped the show to
Yep.
talk to this woman in the middle of that, and she took pictures with the woman right there in the middle of her show. So that
She
woman something, and she told,
and she changed her set list. I knew that was gonna happen. I told them upstairs when they was at the bar. I said, honey, y'all got a minute. I said, cause I know how she gonna do. I said, and she about to sing one of her. She about to sing either "When You Been Blessed" or "Walk Around Heaven,"
and
and
she did.
that's.
She sung "Walk Around Heaven." She said, "This is not even on my things to sing tonight," and so I'm like,
Mhm.
song for you. And I mean, everybody in the house was crying. It was a
Oh,
moment everybody was crying and stuff.
yes.
I mean, it was so emotional. And it became funny because she was just like, "Oh Lord, I forgot the words to this song," when she started humming something else because she had forgot the words to her own song. I mean,
Oh, she
and
did that time job,
oh yeah, she always forget. But
but it's
it was just one of those things, it was really, really emotional time. So
it,
that right there was one of the best things that I could have experienced at a concert. But that woman, ma'am, I didn't even get her name. Ma'am, invite me. I got you, girl. I'll pick you up. I'll drive you to the front door. I'll walk you in. I'll get your seat. I'll listen. If you're hungry, I'll go get the food for you and bring it back to the seat. That's what whoever your friends are, they ain't no good, baby. They left you. But
no, they
anyway,
not.
so tonight's segment, we're going to be talking about who said that, why they said that.
Hmm.
So of course, this is something that you don't know, I don't know. This is a lot of people think that we probably rehearse this stuff, but we don't rehearse anything. This is all given to us at the last minute. And Mimi often would think that I knew, but I didn't know. A lot of this comes from the producer.
You that?
Huh?
I ain't told you that. I think you knew. I don't think you be
No,
knowing.
no, we
Yeah.
just don't know. And so tonight, who said that? So of course, we have our guest producer who is with us. He'll be popping in and out. Brandon, what's up, Brandon? Look, if y'all don't know
Oh,
the best,
Jesus.
the bestie is real, real.
That thing
Yes.
so damn pretty. That make no sense.
I don't
Lord,
know.
no sense.
Mimi loves some Brandon.
I love Bobby. Brandon just, I know he's 40 years old, but he's so fucking adorable. I just want to squeeze his shit every time I
Unt-
see him.
Until you piss Brandon off, don't piss Brandon
But
off.
I'm just gonna piss him off.
Well, the best, I piss him off all the time. It's fine. I've learned to deal with it, and I say what I need to say. He needs to say what he needs to say. When we don't talk for a day or so, and then we're good. I think the
I
oldest.
yeah, I say I don't. I don't know. Me and my friends, we don't get mad. Yeah.
All right, so we can get started with the first topic of.
Ooh, and been saying that. Who said that? Who said that? Who said that?
That was cute. That
All right,
was
here's the first scenario.
You know I don't get my food stamps to the 7th. Lisa, how is that my problem? But if you're trying to help out, though, you're not helping out. I'm not trying to help. I'm trying to help my son. But how are you helping your son when you're only getting food for just him and not the other kids, his siblings? Lisa, them are his siblings, Lisa, though. He's not finna eat in front of all his other siblings, and they're not eating on McDonald's. No, why do I gotta put? Bring him out to the car. I'll let him eat. No. He's not finna eat that shit at all if you can't bring enough for everybody. Lisa, so you telling me that I gotta bring? So when I bring my son food, I gotta bring your kids food too now? Yes. You sound dumb. How is that dumb? You sound dumb. You sound dumb. Where are they daddies at? Nobody told you to talk to them other. You had them other kids. Them your responsibility. They're not my responsibility. Okay, but if you're gonna bring one, you need to bring it for all. How do that shit look that I'm letting one child eat McDonald's and all the rest of the kids can't eat no fucking McDonald's? So you know I get food stamps on the 11th. That ain't 3 kids that ain't mine. 3 kids that ain't mine. Yeah.
Right, so surprisingly, the comments were split kind of 50-50. Some people sided with the woman, some people sided with the men. And there was one lady that said when she was young, like she got it when she was younger, that happened to her. She said, but now that she's older, she actually sided with the dad. Like she got it now, like growing up. She said she was the kid who used to watch her sibling eat McDonald's. So yeah, what do y'all have
so.
to say?
Yes, and I know y'all think this ain't gonna be related, but everybody on here, I need you to get your friends and cousins and family out to the polls for this midterm election, cause right here, that how Roe versus Wade just got overturned. This is why the fuck y'all need to vote, because you don't want to end up with a bitch like that for the rest of your life if you don't have to.
Oh my gosh. For
Yeah,
me.
I mean, this when I say I was so fucking disgusted when I first saw that. Number
Okay.
one, if first of all, it's so many different things going on in here that I see. Number one, his son, she has 4 children,
Hmm.
food stamps. Why the fuck? I already know she done sold the food stamps. That's why ain't no fucking food in the house. Cause you got 4 kids, they giving your ass about you getting about $1,000, $1,000 to $1,200 worth of food stamps. Okay, that's number one. So why the fuck you ain't got no food in there? So his son called him and said, "Daddy, I'm hungry." Cause obviously ain't no fucking food in the house. So she got one right. She got one daddy that answers the phone and that is attentive to his kids. He does not owe the rest of her kids food. Now I get it. Kids don't understand. They don't understand that this one getting and this one and the rest of us aren't. But that is not their responsibility. If mama knew that daddy was going to get his son some McDonald's, then she should have cash apped him and said, "Can you get these other fucking 3 kids some Happy Meals?" That was not his responsibility. And for the fuckery that went on with her taping and thinking she gonna expose him, she exposed her dumb ass. It's like she put a magnifying glass on her. It's like, hey, look at me. I'm stupid. Like I'm embarrassed to be a woman and black because she fit the fucking stereotype. It's like, how dare you? Nobody. When I say I get so sick of people trying to get praise for shit that they already supposed to do.
I
Like
do.
go online. I go to work. I pay my bills. I take care of my bitch. That's what she's supposed to do.
So from reading the comments, everyone is agreeing with you. Okay. And so I'm not saying that I don't agree with you, but there is another piece of me that looks at this from a whole nother perspective.
I know what piece you going with, but the thing again, no.
So my thing is, if the child called and said, "Dad, can you bring me something to eat?" or "Dad, I want McDonald's," or something like that, why could he not just pick the child up and take the child to McDonald's?
Do you think that bitch right there? Do you think she's reasonable? I mean, for real.
I didn't even look at it like that. I didn't look at her not being reasonable.
Reasonable. That's the guy that's going to have to go to court and keep fighting because she don't like the way her life is going. So she's just going to try to fuck his up.
And I can get with that. I see that. You
Because
know,
he's being a dad to his child, and she would block that because she and her feelings about some shit.
now Debbie says I would get it for all of the kids, but I'm not obligated. True. I probably would have been that person that would have just picked
Almost,
everybody in the house. You know?
we know that, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm taking care of my damn baby. That is not.
And I get that. I do get it. I understand it. You know, and I think, but with her, I agree. I think that she exposed herself because there was parts of it that I saw on Facebook that where people were talking about, where she was talking about, say, y'all, how do y'all feel about this? Here he is pulling up this. I saw that piece. I agree with Anthony. Fox, he says that the sad thing is the children are the ones who suffer. They are, because it what it does, and I get what you're saying, Mimi. Those are not his kids, blah, blah, blah. I get that. But it makes them feel, if you look at the kids' point of view, they're probably feeling indifferent. Like, why our daddy don't do this? Where our daddy at? Why our daddy don't love us?
Responsibility.
It's not. It's
It's
not.
not. It's not. I am generous
I
on
think it's
that.
very generous.
I am.
So I get that it's not their responsibility.
But
How
she was dead ass wrong.
she was wrong. Now, I'm
I'm
not going to say that she was not wrong.
gonna say I get my food stamps on the 11th. Bitch, where how did they run out? Enough you getting $1,200.
Now,
Why
I
run
do.
out in that damn house? Why are they hungry?
Right. And so my thing is this. I totally agree. You should never, ever be without food.
And you take it on a daggone probably $1,200 phone.
They suffer because
You probably ain't paying the rent in your building either. So why you just hungry?
listen, listen, there was one point in time, so when we moved here, and I had never ever gotten to this place before in my life, Mimi. I remember, do you remember, I think it was back in 2014, whenever they went on the first furlough, feds went on a government furlough.
I remember because I had to go get food stamps.
So listen,
Let me tell you something. But they was laughing at me because bitch, I was in because I was like, I ain't never been like this before, child. I was in social services with my fur coat on and my daggone Louis Vuitton bag. And all the papers and Rich looking at me like, uh-uh, God poor. I'm just going through something. I'm not giving away all my shit because I need fucking help. And I qualify. So can we do this?
listen, we had moved here. We had just moved here. We'd probably been here about 6 months. So we were still adjusting, right? And so
Mm,
I remember we got down to one package of pork chops in the
I
freezer.
mean,
We got to one package of pork chops. And so it was just like, for me, that was the lowest that I had ever been. And so here it is. I'm crying, and and Jacoby's telling me, "Oh, Lamont, it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right." And I was just like, I can't call my mama because she was upset that I married a man Half my friends was upset that I married a man. So they probably said, you need to suffer with this man and stuff. And so it was one of those situations to where we were really, really trying to make it. And I did not want my kids to suffer. I didn't know what to tell the boys. And so here was, I'm still hiding, Mimi.
So go down there, but I
Listen,
did. I got cute just like I always get. I
right.
did.
I'm making recipes
I,
up.
I said I need some assistance. How do I apply?
I'm making recipes up and trying to find stuff to make and stuff. And at the time, and so anyone that knows anybody about anything in the DMV area, most of the people that live in the DMV area are government employees. And
Yeah.
some of our clientele as
They
hairstylists
shut
are
it down. They shut
employees,
everything down. Yeah.
right? They are government employees.
And
And so,
when you like we do, you have to pay. You have to pay a lease whether you making money or not.
right. And
So at
so
that time comes a bill.
right. And so it was like, oh my God. And it was just that day, Mimi, that I went to the mailbox, and I
Yeah.
was checking the mail, and there, and she's one of our viewers, and she's one of my good friends, um,
Yeah.
Stephanie Hill, Dr. Damon Hill's wife, Stephanie Hill in Lubbock, Texas. There was a
Uh-huh.
check in the mailbox and she wrote a letter with the check, and it said, I know that things have to be hard for you right now, so I hope that this will help. And it was a check.
Okay.
When I tell you, and it wasn't no little check, it was a lot of money. It was
Child,
a
I would have
list.
wept. I did the
I
mailbox.
boo-hoo and
Yeah.
cried. I booed, I cried. And because Stephanie has always said that I was her son, that she's always loved me like a son and everything. I booed, I cried, I cried, I cried. Honey, I did that video, I called her, I thanked her, of course. And I did the check thing where you could instantly deposit that check and went right to the grocery store. Went
Yeah.
right to the grocery store, and I was able to fill back up our cabinets. And it was a couple of weeks later that they called them back to work. So I say all that to say,
Let me tell you, hey, the reason why I'm speaking on because I know what it's like. I don't like I'm doing very well now financially, but I have had times where I haven't. And when you have children, you don't have time to be prideful.
you don't.
And with my three kids, what I was getting foods that I could buy for my house and I bought for my mama's house too, because my kids were over there when I had to go out and work.
Right.
So with this lady on here that's saying you know like she don't have no food in the house because they basically that's what she was insinuating. I don't
Basically, because I don't get
answer
my food stamps until yeah.
with the children, and she's like I said, she was probably on
Janessa says she get us tomorrow. Janessa, can you send me a few? Can you send your boy a few?
get somebody on a damn card.
Can you
But
mail me your card?
no, she had to get like my cousin Charmaine she worked for over the pandemic. I would be on the phone with her while she was on the little line. People was calling it, they was getting like thousands of dollars worth of food stamps. And it's like how can you getting all of that and you they're giving you money for your kids and they still hungry. Like where do they do this at?
That pisses me off. It
Yeah.
pisses me off for me to see people in the store, and they buying all this foolishness. Like groceries. Like, have you seen people you've seen people that at the first month you go to the grocery store and it ain't nothing but like soda, popsicles, popcorn, all kinds of foolishness, but it ain't no meat, ain't no Lunchables, ain't nothing like that in the basket. It's just
Well,
crazy.
it's a mindset. That's what
It's
they repeating the cycle. That's what was done with them. So back in the 90s, when I was in college, I would be going to the carry out or something after school, and they would take the EBT there, and the girls would be in there buying the kids. I think the kids only if chicken wings and mumbo sauce and French fries was a food group, that was the main food group for these damn kids. That's all their parents was getting them. But it's a mindset. The parents just want to give them something to get them out their face.
So, funny thing is, I went to the Dollar Tree today, right? Went into the Dollar Tree. And if I could do this, this is a very, very shameless, it's not a shameless plug, but it's a mandate for them to clean up this Dollar Tree in Rivertown. It is so nasty. And so I went in there, and so I was looking for a particular item. I didn't find it, but I found a couple of other things. And so I'm checking out. And so the manager that was working there, she said, she asked the lady behind the cash register that was working there. She asked everybody. She said, "Do y'all want something to drink before I go? I'm buying y'all something to drink. Y'all need a snack or something?" No, it's $1.25, right? $1.25. I get it. I appreciate what the manager was trying to do. The girl that was checking me out said, "No, I'm good. I got my food stamp card. I'm gonna go ahead and buy a few things up in here and get some stuff while I'm in here. You know, I got my food stamp card. I don't need nothing though, but I'm gonna run. I'm about to. My stamps just hit. I'm about to get some stuff out of here. You know, I'm gonna get some snacks and stuff while I'm here. Why are you buying snacks at the $1.25 store when you should have just went to the grocery store? What are you doing? And why did you think that was
in the store? I ain't mad at her for that.
But why are you announcing that?
What? Cause she don't give a damn.
My cousin Trinell says, "Listen, I need some more food stamps. These college kids of mine are eating like they in the cafe on their college meal plan. Lord Jesus, listen. My child Josiah, that boy can eat, 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 eat,
I got
eat.
3 of them that can do that.
Listen. Good luck." So,
He like
man,
and they boost.
this woman was out of order. Out of order. You are
Yes,
sent no food stamps for the rest of the year. Figure it out. Figure it out, ma'am. Figure it out.
they need to. She need to get her tubes tied. She don't need to bring in no more kids. She don't.
And get better baby daddies.
And then the messed up. First, who's gonna deal with that? Who's gonna pick that jewel up? Who? Who
Mm,
that tape is gonna sign up willingly for that?
I don't know,
That's
Mimi.
drafted. That's why, again, I say, please go to the polls for the midterm election because you see what happens when you don't vote, when you don't get involved, when you don't hold your politicians accountable. We definitely need we need options.
Next thing. Come on, producer. Come on, Brandon. Come back. What's up?
All right. So since Mimi mentioned Roe versus Wade, we'll go right into that. So if the roles were reversed,
Wow.
It would be 4 people on the earth. That's it. Well, y'all no, it would be it would only be yep.
It would probably be, it wouldn't be. I don't think it would be as many kids
I
if
know.
daddies had to have babies. I don't know. Maybe it would be just normal.
Contribution is very small. It take a few damn minutes, and then the woman got to walk around with her ankles and shit swollen, and back hurting, and always feel like she got to pee on herself for the next damn 9 months. So now the shit ain't fair.
Mimi, how do you feel about this Roe versus Wade
Well,
situation?
I already know how the hell I feel about it, and I know I can be a bit of a what people might say I'm a that I have my conspiracy theories, but I'm normally right. And I really believe this is a ploy by um, conservative white older men that feel like they are not the majority anymore, and I believe that's why they put this into action because they want more white babies being born. But the problem is, it's not gonna go how they think it's gonna go because a lot of these white girls ain't fucking white boys.
Who they getting, Mimi?
Brown and browner.
Brown and Browner.
Yeah, other.
Okay. So Miss Angela says legalize incest and rape. You're absolutely correct, daughter. So here's the thing. Yes, Mimi, Kim says. Facts, Debbie says. I really, really, I hear what you're saying, and I believe what you're saying.
Honestly, I'm making a joke of it because I believe that's my gift that God gave me to humor to just handle life.
Mhm.
But I'm sick. I cannot believe that this is where we're back to.
You know, that's one of the things to see that this is happening, that we're actually reverting back
The
to
crazy thing is, people don't realize what they really want to get us back to.
is slavery.
Yeah, and the way this shit is going,
Right. I mean, and so the thing about that piece is history is trying to replay itself. It's the sad piece of it that some people are so blinded because they think that they've become so privileged to where it's not going to affect them, but it's still going to affect you. I had a joke. I made a joke about it to one of my, I'm going to say friends, one of my friends, and I had told them because they had mentioned to me a long time ago that their aunt used to do abortions because they were not legal in the state that they were in, and so the aunt was used to do abortion. So I text him and I told him, I said, so, hey, I guess your aunt can go back into business because that's really what's going to happen. There are going to be a lot of at-home abortions again. There are going to be people that are going to die because they're trying to abort babies. You're going to find a lot more babies in the trash cans. You're going to find a lot of mothers now that are committing suicide. It is going to be something that is going to happen that people are not going to be ready for because we are not getting out there, like Mimi said, and voting. And it's going to be imperative. It is imperative. It is a mandate. It is a must that you get out there and vote. When it's your time to vote, you have to vote. You have to speak up.
educate yourself. Don't, because this is the thing, people. And because I told my mom that because my mother is very big on um
Politics.
people on the political process.
Mhm,
Because people don't know. It's a lot of stuff I didn't know.
mhm.
And I told my mom has a wealth of information, but unfortunately, people need to be entertained. So I told her I would do a podcast with her, to just put a different little spin on it because it's right now. I don't even think people realize how serious stuff is right now.
It is very
I,
serious.
they are trying to take up when they said "Make America Great Again." You know what the fuck they mean?
Yeah. And so
And yeah, and
there's
you got a lot.
there's two Democrats, Mimi, that are not even voting to agree with the Democrat Party. They're voting against right now. There's two of them that is allowing some of this stuff to go on. So it makes you wonder, were they put in this place? Is it a conspiracy theory that they were
Absolutely,
here so they could try to sway everything to make it go the way that everybody else wants it to go? So you have to pay attention. We have to pay attention.
absolutely. Because
And
folks, when I say it's this thing is
It's serious.
scary. I don't know anybody that's seen because I told my mother she need to watch the movie The Purge.
Yes.
Anybody seen? We getting real close to that.
Very close. Go ahead, Brandon. What were you going to say?
just the other day in Ohio, a 10-year-old rape victim was denied an abortion because Roe versus Wade was overturned. So under the new law, she can't even get an abortion now, and she was raped. 10 years old.
Fucking 10.
10.
And so
And
here's
this
the
happened
thing.
2 days ago. Like, she was denied.
Here is the thing with that. Why do you make a 10-year-old have a baby that was forced upon her? But then we don't even know that if her body could even sustain
They
to
don't
baby
care.
for 9 months.
They don't care.
They don't care. And so I would wonder what the race of this little girl was. Was she white, black, Hispanic, or whatever? And it really doesn't matter. It just matters that here it is, it's a child that we're making have a baby because she was raped. She didn't even say yes. She was raped and now is forced to have a baby because of a law that was overturned that says that now women don't have the right to say if they want to carry a baby or not. Sad situation. Sad situation. And so we have to vote. Right, Debbie. She's 10 years old. Whatever did that. What did they do with the men? What the person that she's accusing of molesting and raping her? What are they doing to them?
Pedophiles, they don't need, like, the little time they get maybe a couple of years, and you have ruined somebody's
life.
Everything. Yeah. You've
So
ruined the way, taken the innocence. You've killed what they could have been, you know? Because now this has changed her.
Yeah, most
I know
definitely.
because I've been through it. This has changed her. So he killed not only it should be murder as well, because you killed who this little girl could have been.
AIPAC is a Republican conservative group is backing Glenn Ivey. Donna Edwards attack ads are being funded by this group. Let's pay attention. You have to pay attention. And so my thing is, all this is white people want their power back. So listen.
And now I know that we're gonna be in for a fight. I know it's not gonna go back to how it was because we're not going to let it. That ain't gonna happen.
My name Kunta.
No. Yeah, no. No.
It's not. But the thing about it is we're giving them power because we don't go out and vote. We're giving that power to them because we don't speak up. We're giving power to them because we tear up our own neighborhoods rather than go tear up theirs.
What we really need to do, because they know it's consequences if you go tear up theirs. What really needs to happen though is don't wait until just the elections. Right? Find out who your elected officials are in your area. And when shit ain't right, you need to go to their office. You paying. This is what we pay taxes for. You need to go to their office. You need to get on their fucking nerves and tell them, look, if you don't do what the fuck you supposed to do, we gonna get some folks together and we gonna get somebody in here that will. Because that's all.
We do not have a call-in number. It's Angela for them to call in.
We're gonna do a show. Just
do a show for you, Miss Angela.
Have you on.
We are. I promise. We're gonna do that. Let's move to the next who said that.
Okay, so we're going to move on to a Senate who is from Rhode Island. She's kind of in the news right now because she did a twerking video saying vote for her, and people are kind of up in arms like, oh, you're a Senate, you should not be doing this. So I'm going to play the video and then we'll go through the comments and I'll let y'all.
Okay.
Vote Senator Mack.
All right. So the people said,
we the people, elected officials, people too. Never forget our 35th First Lady did a whole photo shoot, okay? True, she did. So what? She's twerking. She graduated from an Ivy League university and got elected to office. She's a regular person that enjoys her time out from work. Some of y'all barely graduated high school and expect perfection from somebody. EAD. What the? Oh.
EAD.
Oh. I didn't say it. He said it. I was trying to like, what does EAD mean?
I really don't care. Like,
I mean, I heard them talking about it on the news, on the radio this morning. I heard them talking about
And this is the scary part. These are all when they start talking about this on the news and stuff. They're trying to distract you from
Mhm.
need to be paying attention to. Okay, she twerking. All right, do it. I'm impressed the bitch can stand on her head. I can't do that by itself because my neck gonna break because there's a lot of weight to have just on this neck and this head. But it it is impressive. However, I really don't. I don't care. Okay, twerking. That's a
Now,
bit.
she, she coochie popping, not twerking.
It was whatever it was. I mean, hey, she okay.
So
Is that a? I mean, you know, it's
I think
like you say it's right. Honestly, and everybody, that's your opinion. Say ratchet. Hey, I say free. I wouldn't give a fuck. If I let me tell you something, I'm gonna tell y'all that, Ma, and you already know this to be true about me because I don't care. If I want to do something, I'm do it. If I got skin enough and I can do a headstand and twerk, I'm gonna take that shit too. I
so
can't do it. But I honestly I don't see anything wrong with it. I mean that's
I
okay.
don't I don't necessarily see anything wrong with it. I think
What am I
she's
doing 'cause I have kids? And I talk a lot of shit. I want because I care about how my boys view me and they gotta go to school and how they're viewed, by it. I don't want to be at the PTA meeting like mm, yeah, I don't and that's for my boys for their benefit. But yeah, I don't. It's not a big. That ain't no big deal. That's not even to me. That's not even newsworthy.
I
It's
didn't think that it was, she's getting a lot of slack. They were talking about it because they were talking
this
about
again, and this is what we've talked about before. This a black girl. These are black girls can't do this shit.
black girls can't do this. But
Kardashian had
white,
her whole ass on camera, wide open. You could see her damn uterus. She got famous from doing a sex tape
who did
and
that? Kim
Kim
Kardashian.
Kardashian
Yeah.
and been passed around like a used blunt.
Mm.
But it's okay. This the thing.
Are
But
you
because
what?
see, black girls can't do that. They
No.
can't. But it's cool because she's non-black. These white girl tricks.
So I think this is the thing. And like you said, because she is a black woman, she's professional. And so people saw her in a whole nother light. So people start judging. And so they were like, oh,
They put too much on. Like we can't just be regular.
we
We
can't.
got to be fucking superheroes all the time. God damn it, we got to let our damn head down and just have some fun and just be like, fuck it. Now, I probably wouldn't put on tape. I not talk shit and said I tape. I probably wouldn't put on tape. I probably would have done it. Like I was on the trip with my girlfriend. I might have. If I could, I might get on the headstand and twerk or whatever that was. But I
Uh-huh.
wouldn't say because I don't want proof of it. But
But
unfortunately, we put way too much pressure.
we do. We put a lot of stuff
Uh,
on. We do. As black people, we do it. And so let me use an example. I'm going to use myself. Last year I went on vacation. And so one of the things I wanted to do was wear a Speedo. I've never wore a Speedo in my
uh,
life.
yes, y'all. Y'all had 12 days of them. Yes, yeah. But look at this shit here.
I wanted to wear a Speedo, so I wore one every day while I was on vacation. And so it got to the point to where, like, the first time I posted one, it was some people that I know from church, not my church, but another church. It was the first lady. She said, "You shouldn't do that. That's just out of order for you to be a reverend and all this." And then I was just like, "Oh, okay." I put on another one the next day. And so it wasn't until I put on this one that my mama called me, and my mother called me, and she does not cuss or nothing. But she gets on the phone. She said, Put on some damn clothes. That was the first thing she said. I'm sick of getting these phone calls. I'm sick of hearing this, Lamont, and I don't want to see this. And I was just like, oh wow. I was like, Mama, this is what I want to do. But people start judging. And Josiah said to me, he posted on my Facebook page, he was like, oh, so Daddy, you wait until you go out of town to show out. Yeah, I did, but it was one of those things to where I realized that people are going to judge you regardless. If I would have had on clothes just because I was on vacation, they would have judged. Because this woman had on a bikini, they would have still judged her. It doesn't matter if she twerks or not.
Good. I think that's be thinking that's the damn problem.
Yeah, she's
Be
pretty.
people that don't look like that in their bikinis that be getting mad.
She's pretty. She's educated. She's a Black woman. She's doing it. Vote for her.
And she
Anybody vote for her.
Yeah, that shit is impressive.
Right. You ought to vote for her. Let me tell you why you should vote for her. Because she's going to let you operate in your freedom and in your truth. She's going to represent in her freedom and in her truth. And she ain't going to lie about being somebody else because she's already showed you. She has a ratchet side to her. She's going to be the type of person that's going to go into those meetings and it's going to let people have it and read them for filth because they're coming at her thinking that she's uneducated. That's who you should vote for. That's how I see it. Vote for her. That's what I say.
I don't even understand why this was. Yeah, this one, no.
For you vote. I say, if you can't twerk, we ain't voting for you. How about that? We ain't voting for you. If you can't twerk, we ain't voting for you. Brandon, you can go. Next one.
Oh my God, that was funny.
All right, so Macy Gray has pissed off the trans community and the LGBTQ plus community this week. I think it'd be interesting to get a take from both of y'all because I think y'all both have.
She looked like a trans man, ain't she?
All right, well, let's see what Macy Gray had to say.
And I will say this, and everybody's going to hate me, but as a woman, just because you go change your parts doesn't make you a woman.
Right.
Sorry.
You feel that?
I know that for a fact.
So, you people felt like...
But I hate to say it, but she's right.
Ooh.
She is.
Elaborate.
Let's see these comments first.
Okay.
So, one person said...
One person says, Macy Gray says that the surgery doesn't make you a woman. She's right. Trans women are women. Surgery can only affirm what we've already known to be true. Okay. Macy Gray's facts of being trash. Oh, Macy Gray's facts belong in the trash. So trans women are women if they come from a different being. Pussy and define my womanhood. My experiences and self-expression is what makes me resonate with myself. Label me whatever. It says more about you than me.
Then Macy Gray came back. I'm not gonna say she backpedaled, but she tried to, I guess, clean it up a little bit. This is what she
has.
said.
Unfortunately, she has to because the LGBT community is very strong and very powerful. And if you work again,
there is no bigger admirer of the LGBT community than yours truly. It takes real balls to be honest about who you are. Women is a title that you earn and become, just like man. There are plenty of females who aren't women yet, and every girl gets that.
But I'm going to say this. To me, this is the community being a little sensitive.
Okay.
Because, technically, I can respect that you identify as a woman. I would even call you a woman because you see yourself. However, surgery does not make you a woman. Yeah, now you got a slit instead of beans and franks. However, you got a prostate. Women don't have those.
Okay.
So you now your body matches what you feel you are in your mind. Okay. Does that a woman? To me, No. But if
Okay.
that's what you identify as, I can respect. I don't have to understand it to respect it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that's all I got to say about that. And my thing is, and I love I'm very LGBT friendly
Mm-hmm.
and other letters because I can't remember. I'm very friendly, but I still have my thoughts. I'm gonna think how I think, and I've said this before. It would just be like me identifying as thin, like Lizzo might identify as thin, and the bitch dressed like that. Now, when you see us, you don't see no thin bitch. That's how the fuck I feel. You call me thin. Cause bitch, I'm not. So I show and I got on a little one of them, what's that place everybody's shopping at? Cardi B's that she done made famous. That little online boutique, the everybody buying them little $10 dresses
I don't know, maybe.
fashion over.
Wow.
Put on one of them, got the little bodycon dress on with like holes down the side and shit busting through. Cause I feel like I mean, in my mind, I see fucking Beyonce, um, in Lemonade, but y'all see just a big bitch busting through a dress. But in my mind, that's how the fuck that's how I relate. So and it's the same thing. That's what if that's what you feel like, you feel like you're a woman. I'm not going to sit up there and browbeat you and tell you that you're not. That's how you feel, and I respect that. But that's not what people going to see.
So let me say this.
Accept that, and you're going to have a lot of mom and daddies don't want their son to run up in that.
Mhm. So here's one of the things that I will say. Um, well, I'll say this first. There were several people that were commenting on it. We love you too, Felicia. There were several people that were commenting on it. And one person that I found that was really, really, it kind of got to me because she was a transgendered comedian, black comedian, and she came on and she said, "I agree with you, Macy Gray. We will
Uh
never be women. We will never be women." And she says,
huh.
and I'm not speaking for everyone, but I'm speaking for part of the LGBTQ community, plus community. And I'm saying that we will never ever be women. So I agree with you, but you can respect us as being a woman. So she was just like, thank you for that. I think for some people, my thing is this: you respect people for who they say that they are. That's just it. Like you're saying, you have to respect people's titles. People may not look the way that you want them to look, but we still have to
It's about
respect.
respect.
It's about
That's,
respect.
that's the bottom line. How
Right.
you view you is your business. I have
There
nothing
are
to do with that.
some,
And
there
I
are,
don't even address you as that. However, that's me, but it's not a lot of people that's not going to do that because they're just not. I mean, people need to be okay with themselves. People are not. Let me tell you something. I have always been a big girl, always. I think I'm fucking amazing. I think I'm beautiful. I think I'm sexy. But
mhm,
I realized one day I got really sad because I realized not that I don't have low self-esteem, but I realized that the world does not see me the way I see me.
mhm.
And it hurt. But I had to say, bitch, shoot, I ain't married to the world. Ain't shit you could do about that.
Yeah,
This is about how you feel about yourself.
right.
This is self-esteem. This ain't everybody else's thing. This is self-esteem. This is how I feel about me. I can't worry about how people view you or if they're going to accept you. You have to learn how to love you and be okay with you and say fuck you to somebody else that don't want you to be great.
Listen, it has to get to the point to where you respect who you are, and people have to respect who you are. People have to respect you because you
People
respect.
should. They don't have to.
They
They
don't.
should.
They should. You're absolutely right. It's not
Should.
fair to go misgendering people. It's not fair to mislabel people, to abuse people verbally, because they may not be what you think that they should be, or they don't look the way that you think that they should look. I can remember growing up and being called faggots, growing up, and I wasn't just called faggots by, you know, people that were just walking by or something. It was some of my family members that called me faggots. The cousin that molested me for years would call me a faggot. His mother called me a faggot. So to hear those things, and they are
See,
derogatory.
but did you ever say, if that's what I am, what are you? Because you poking me.
Never said it. Never said it, because in my mindset then said that I was.
I
Because
wish you was a little ratchet back there, because you would have popped off and said something to him.
if I could go back in time and still have the knowledge that I have right now, listen, my mama she would beat me so, because I'd stand up in the church and say this, 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 this. I would be just like a little baby rattlesnake, just shooting, just telling everything. But that's not how I was. And so now, with me having knowledge, it's important to me that you educate others. And so that was one of the things, and I often say this on this show, that, even when Jacoby and I were together, that was one of the things that we taught the boys. If they call your daddy a faggot, that's okay. That's okay. Those are not fighting words no more. We've already thought about that. That ain't nothing.
I want to say this. Who the fuck called Macy Gray a singer? Guess what? I identified that bitch can't sing. Not I don't know one Macy Gray song that I was like, oh yeah, not a one.
Well,
So, you
I mean,
know,
and it
I mean,
could be.
it can go either way.
It could be. And it could be that she was trying to make herself relevant. Anyone that knows that when they start attacking a group, especially the LGBTQ plus community, that's
Get
going to cause you some it's going to cause people to look at you. Either they're going to look at you in a positive way or a negative way. But still, it still brings publicity to you. Let's look at Kim Burrell. Kim Burrell made the statement about homosexuals whenever we knew that she had a homosexual doing her hair and her makeup. And it was for a little bit that they shunned Kim Burrell for a little bit. They stopped listening to Kim Burrell, and churches stopped inviting her, and people stopped coming around. But then it's like she's back up on the uprise again now. People are accepting her because she came back and said, well, I didn't mean it like that. That's not what I was saying. And she cleaned it up, but it gave her some publicity. You look at all the other people that down homosexuals, that down transgenders, that do different things. You remember Eddie Murphy? They said that Eddie Murphy was caught with a transgender back in the day. That's what they used to.
back when it long ago.
They've always said that he was dating Johnny Gill. So what? I agree with Felicia. People are trying to be busy trying to be God. So listen, Macy Gray, you have your opinion. All we're doing is, just like I would tell anybody, just respect. Respect goes a long way. You may not agree with how I look or what I do. You ain't got to agree with it, but just respect me as you see me. That's all I say. That's all I ask.
Using a group of people to try to become relevant again. I say take time and go hone your craft, get better at what you do, and let talent. No, and I'm just saying this is for anybody. Let your talent speak for who you are. Speak for us. You shouldn't have to pull a group of people in.
I wholeheartedly agree. I think that once people start, if you can live in your truth, it makes you look at something totally different. The other day, I was on the phone with my mom and my brother. We were on the phone, and so she had made mention, and I had brought up something, and I was just like, "Y'all remember when we was in church and this happened?" And it was a situation that happened at church, and she was like, "Lamont, don't bring up nobody else's past because you don't want nobody to bring up yours." And I said, "Oh, I don't have a problem with my past, mother. And she was just like, you wouldn't like it if somebody brought up that you went to jail. I talk about it all the time. I said, I talk about me being a homosexual all the time, practicing homosexual. I don't want to hear it. That's what she said. I don't want to hear that mess. Oh, no. You talk about my past. I'll talk about me stealing before. I've talked about me lying and cussing and still being a preacher. I've talked about those things, mother. So what would you like to talk about? Oh, you're trying to get smart now, ain't you? No, I'm not. I'm just owning my past. You know, when
shame.
Yeah. So when you own your past, this is the thing, what I've learned about the past. You own your past.
I can use it.
They can't use it. If you are carrying your past with you and you can talk about your past, then it ain't no problem. It's when you put your past down and people pick it up and be like, hey, you forgot this. No, I ain't forgot nothing. I know where I come from. So let me tell you who I am. This is who Lamont is. Yes. I've been to jail. I've done all those things that you said that I've done. That's who I am. But look at me now. Won't God do it? Mustard seed ministry. Won't he do it? He'll turn things around. Mustard seed ministry. Go to the next one, Brandon. What's up? What's up? What's up?
Okay. Angela was asking in the comments, what does the IA stand for? So I was going to put that before we move.
Okay. So it means lesbian, LGBT, Q, I, A. Okay, so let's go through them. Lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, questioning one's sexuality or gender identity, intersex, asexual, aromantic, agender.
What is intersex?
So intersex is the way that I've understood it is when one defines themselves, they're still trying to figure that out, that piece. Is parts of them identify as male, as female on the inside or something. I don't want to say it wrong, me. I don't, because I know how I identify.
I think it should just stop at the Q. Because I think that covers everything.
But do you remember back in the day, queer was considered as being derogatory?
I know, and I said, well, when did it change?
Right.
See, that's what I done said this before too. Y'all be changing shit up too much. It ain't that we don't we try, but you keep shit change, can't keep up.
So we did say that we were going to do a show about what the words means and then how to identify. Intersex is a general term for a variety of situations in which a person is born with reproductive or sexual anatomy that doesn't fit the boxes of female or male. Sometimes doctors do surgery. So more for most, I guess this is more so of like a morphodite.
Man. So they born with both?
Yeah. I guess. Let's Debbie makes me sick. Go to the next one, Brandon. Go to the next one.
Let's
go with this one. P Valley. You know, the last 2 weeks have really been causing an upset. I don't know up with. But this person said, oh, so it was okay to watch P Valley when Uncle Clifford was walking around with hair, nails, and makeup and heels. But now that the gay men are starting to look like y'all homeboys and baby daddies, it's hard to watch, huh?
Uh-huh. Oh, me and my friend had a serious
Y'all had a conversation about that.
Honey, because when I say I love me some P Valley. I am P Valley's #1 fan.
Okay.
Oh, it's we know we only in the fourth episode. He said, and I've been hearing this at the bars and everything. Nah, the show getting too gay now. I said, hold up. I said it was all right. It's all right when women rubbing and pinching each other's nipples and sucking on twat. I said, y'all ain't got no problem with that. I said, but soon as
I stopped wearing.
and he say, he gonna take the condom out, and the dude take the condom and go down on him. I said, they promote safe sex. I said, what? I said, I thought you like getting your dick sucked. He said, you know what I mean. I said, but they just had an episode where the guy, he pulled his dick out, and the girl sucked his dick right there. I said, y'all wasn't up in arms about that. I said, this is this is real life, period. And I told him, I said, it's a lot of in that casino. Honey, Mimi knows all. I said, it's a lot of dudes that you stand next to that get down, and you wouldn't know. I said, you don't know, and I'm not gonna tell you. But I mean, I said that's how it is what it is. Every homosexual is not in here, does not look like Uncle Cliff. It's not flamboyant.
Mm-mm, mm-mm. So the thing about this thing was this whole conversation that people are having was, if you would have paid attention to the entire, because people, I guess they forgot about that episode, that it was just a few minutes earlier. Here we had Diamond and the coach's wife,
Oh no,
Mercedes,
that was Mercedes.
Mercedes and
Yeah.
had a sex scene. They had just had a sex scene with them
That's
two.
because it's the rules are different when it's woman on woman.
It is so different. And so then here it is, you have these guys, which I had already knew that that's what was going to happen, because
But as soon as he touched his face, I said, "Oh shit!"
no, before then, I knew the episode before then. It was like 2 episodes when it first came about. It was the way they looked at each other. And I was just like, oh, they was locked up together. And I was like, something gonna happen. And I said it to
I ain't paying that closely.
I
I
said
just
it
knew
to
when he and he was hurting, and emotional, and then little murder touched his face. I said, "Oh, this." I said, "He probably."
how you do your head, Mimi? How you do your head? So, I just found that to be odd, that people were so in an uproar about this because, okay, so he did take the condom. Little Murder handed him the condom. He took it out of his mouth. He put it in his mouth, and he went down and put the condom on. Okay, so then
He gave a no job, and that's what people was upset about.
but
They that big. See, this is the thing, and I've often said this. I said sex scenes don't have to be; they can be implied, but with each director or whatever, that is their creative whatever. So if that's how they view the scene, if that's what they want to show, that's what they're going to show. Nobody ever has a problem when it's a man or with a woman or a woman on a woman. But you got an issue because it's a man on man. I was like, it happens.
the
Get
thing
over
about
it.
Uncle Clifford got his dick sucked the first episode.
But because Uncle Clifford don't look like they friends. That's what this is about. Exactly. Person. That's what this is about. Because
Jamie
now
killed DC.
they don't know. They feel it's a stranger amongst us. That's how they feel.
But so this is the thing. They should just come to DC. Because when I came to DC, I didn't know that gay men looked like this until I moved to DC. Serious business.
Oh yeah.
I did not know.
Something I have, and I have a lot of gay male friends.
Mhm.
One is dating a gentleman that is on the down low. He still goes on. He doesn't. He has to sneak out from his fiance, and
Wow.
it's. But this is real talk. And then my child, then my friend, I had to get off the phone with him because he just went stupid. He said, "This how this damn monkeypox being spread around." I said, "I got to go now because I can't." I said, "You about to go? You about to go somewhere else? Just ignorant." He went from 0 to ignorant in like 5 seconds.
Debbie, so in this area, and you're finding it more so. I'm not just going to say it's just in the DMV, because my brother had that misconception that was the only reason why we moved to the DMV was because it was well known for the gay population, but that's not true. You're finding that more gay men are just becoming open, and they've always been present, but more gay men that are open look more so like, yeah, it's acceptable now. So more so they don't look like the butch queens that you're accustomed to seeing, or the more flamboyant dudes like Uncle Clifford and things of that nature. You see them walking around with beards. You see them walking around. They're bodybuilders. They would look
They're masculine. It's nothing feminine
very,
about.
very masculine. And so what you find in the gay community, and this is something that I had a conversation with one of my clients the other day, who is gay, but he was looking at a picture and he said, "Oh, this girl," and he was referring to another gay man, and I said, "So is that right? Is that what we do? We degrade other men, other gay men, because they look a certain type of way or they carry themselves a type of way?" And he was just like, "But I'm only saying that, I'm only saying it to you, but you say it out to other people. So you give other people the authority to degrade other people because you're looking at this."
I didn't realize how much discrimination is in y'all's community.
Oh my gosh, it is. It is.
I,
So
I'm learning because this particular gay friend, he's because I say he's I say he's on the down line. He said, "Yeah, I don't like no sissies, honey."
yeah.
I
Mhm. You'll meet those type of people that'll say that they won't date a sissy. So what is a sissy? And then you'll
Yeah.
meet other people that won't date. You can't be a total bottom. You can't do that. I have a lot of people that have approached me, but probably would not date me because they consider me as being a church queen. Because I go to church all the time. So they won't date me because I'm a church queen.
And it's the same thing. They don't like titles, but they're
They
given.
every right. You're a bottom. People automatically assume that you're a bottom, or they have these things that they label you as. And I've never been one that would bottom shame people or top shame people. My thing is you are who you are. And when we come together, we decide what's gonna happen, and whether or not we're a good fit. But for some people, those are things that they look at. Oh, you're not masculine enough. You're clockable because you get your eyebrows arched, that makes you a girl, or you get your nails done, that makes you a girl.
Identifiable means what? Identifiable. What does that mean?
Yeah, so you look gay. You look gay. Oh yeah, you're not gonna carry your bag. Don't bring your bag with you because that means you're carrying a purse. You gonna carry your purse, huh? I don't carry no purse. I carry a bag, and most of my bags are either one of your paychecks or a
But
couple of your.
hey, you sitting here don't want to be judged for whom you are sexually attracted to, and yet you're doing that to somebody else for everything else that they choosing to do.
And so this is the problem that I have with the LGBTQ plus community, is because a lot of times we are so hard on other individuals because the way that they carry themselves. Oh, he got on a pair of heels, or those colors he has on. Oh, he flaming. Oh, that's a woman right there. That's a girl. You'll hear that in the clubs. Oh, that's a girl. Don't talk to her. Pants too tight. Oh, he a bottom. Or oh, a big dick bottom, or you hear all those types of things. Those are the labels that they put on people. And so that's one of the reasons why, Mimi, and this is being totally honest with you, it has been so hard for me to even try to date because of some of the things that you hear, or some of the things that some of the type of people that you encounter. I've had people that have inboxed me and have said, "Hey, can I come over?" No, you can't. Well, why can't I? Because I have a child. Well, why can't I come over? We'll be quiet. No, we're not going to be quiet, because it's not going to even go down like that, first and foremost. Second, I've never been a person that paraded men around my children.
Yeah.
Never, never. So that doesn't work for Lamont. So you have all those type of stereotypes. So I can understand why straight men or men that feel like, and so really the people that are having the problem with these two men having a sex scene, they're afraid because people gonna start looking at them and be like, "So man, that's what y'all be doing when y'all out on when y'all be sharing rooms and y'all be going on y'all trips when it's brothers night out. Is that what y'all really be doing?" Y'all because I watch, and so that's what some of these wives are gonna say. I watch P Valley, and is that what y'all doing? Come here. You know, this is I mean, so that's what that is. I remember, do you remember the movie? Oh God, it was a DL movie. What was the DL movie that came out? And all the women
Secret
went.
Society. Well, that's a new one.
Mm-mm.
No, I know what you're talking about with the preacher in the shower with the guy.
Whenever they would in this movie, and they would always, if you look back, if a dudes walk by each other and they look back,
They had, yeah, that was the same movie. I can't think of the name of it though.
oh, and he was just like, something in your eye. You want me to blow that out your eyes? Something like that. So anyway, true story. Betty Domingo, who is one of my friends, Pam Sanders, who is one of my friends, and they're gonna be mad. Lamont, did you have to put my name out there? I did. And so they all went out to a girls' night thing. This is when I was married to a female.
Mm-hmm.
Watch this movie. I cannot remember the name of the movie.
Yeah, but I know the movie. I remember when that thing came out because
oh
it
yes,
was
because
every
question
salon had that thing playing on. It was
yes.
on a loop, honey.
And so they did this.
Leon was in it.
Who?
Leon.
Cover. It's called Cover. Brandon, it's called Cover. And so Brandon, I mean, so they were they went to this girls' night out, and they all went and watched this movie, right? So anybody that knows Lamont, I've always been open about who I am. And I've always said that I was in an abusive marriage. And so this particular night, when she got home from watching this movie with the girls, honey, do you know I got woke up out my sleep? I was awakened, Mimi. And it wasn't about baby. It wasn't one of them. It was like, nigga, I knew that's what you was doing. I mean, and it was just like, what I do? What did I do? You know, that's how I got woke up that night. And so, yeah. And so when I went to work, we had a fight that night. And that was the night that I went home. The next day I went to work and I had bite marks all up my arms from holding her back. And she had bit me, and she had bit me in my face. And that's one of the reasons why I have a scar in my face. It's on this side. She had bit me in my face. And so Pam Sanders, my friend Pam Sanders, we had this conversation the other day. And she told me, she said, Lamont, you have to fight back. You got to fight back. If not, she gonna kill you over there. And it was because they watched Cover. And so they apologized to me. They was like, Mont, we wouldn't have even invited her. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You know, and it wasn't anything that they did, but it was because of some of the things that I had done. And not only, it was some of the insecurities that she was dealing with. So I'm led to say, some of these men are upset because they're afraid that their cover is going to be blown. That's what it is. And it don't matter. It don't matter. It ain't nobody's business what you do behind closed doors. But I'm gonna tell you this, sir. If you're watching, whoever's watching, you can say you're not, you don't say you're not doing it or whatever. My thing is this: be careful in who you're laying down with. That's gonna be your key. That's gonna be your key. There's somebody out there that will hold your secret, that will keep your secret. There have been dudes that I've talked to that I will never, ever expose them, because that's not what I'm in the business of doing. But there are some people that are out there that want to just be with you, just to expose you. And that's just what they do. So you have to be really, really, really careful. If you're not ready to live an open life, or you're not ready for you to be exposed or to do those types of things, be careful in the company you keep. I'm gonna say it like that. Be careful in the company you keep. Be careful in what you choose to do. But you have to have open communication. If that's the type of dude that you want, and you're telling this dude, hey, listen, I ain't ready to come out. I ain't ready to do all that, but I just want to kick it with you. Y'all need to have an understanding to where when they get mad at you, they don't go to Facebook and air out your dirty laundry. They don't go to any type of social media. They don't start calling people, start sending pictures and stuff like that. That's messy. Find you somebody that understands what it's about.
Yeah.
And that's what you're scared of. But then in the process, let everybody else live their truth. So little murder got his little thing sucked. I don't know if it's little or not. I'm just saying. I just used that
Oh,
word.
oh murder, yeah, they was yeah, it was serious. It was a real official. No, what they had an issue with, not only because it was a bona fide sex thing, so
It
they had
was.
getting his you know they
And
show
so
him the guy over on the bed.
right. But then
And
they come back and
dudes got they dudes can't handle that.
they can't. And this is the sad thing. If y'all can't handle it, stop raping people in prison when they go to jail.
Mm,
Stop.
mm. No, you got a lot of dudes in jail. They say, "Oh, I ain't gay. That was just being locked up." Like, no, no, that's what it is.
And that's how people feel. I
I
did a pass while I was locked up. It don't
no,
matter while I was locked up. I was locked up. That's a whole other world.
no.
And my response for that is to each its own. You do what you do. You do what you do. You like what you do. That's fine. My thing is don't mishandle people and don't degrade other people because they're doing something that you're afraid to be open about what you're doing. And that's
Mm-hmm.
people that are afraid to be open about what they're doing. You know, I'll say this, and then we're gonna go to our final remark. The Adelphi, my pastor, she said Sunday in church, she said, if you can't find a good person to be around, a good friend to be around, then you need to reposition yourself. If you're always pouring out and nobody's pouring into you, you need to reposition yourself. If you can't trust that person to pull you out of a situation, you need to reposition yourself. Find somebody else to hang around with. If you can't be comfortable in being who you are in your sexuality, reposition yourself. You got to find somebody else that you can be around. I ended a friendship this week. This week I ended a friendship, Mimi. Um, what was last week? And I ended it. And he probably doesn't even know that it's over. Our friendship is over. But I
Mm.
held on to this friendship for a long time.
Is it
And huh?
the freeloader?
No, child. No. This is a friend, and we talked about him on the show. You know how I talked about I had this ex and all this and that, and that they would often come back. And
Gotcha.
so I ended a friendship with him because we have shared some very intimate things, some intimate conversations, and some intimate things.
Right.
Uh, and for you to call me and ask me, "Oh, did you tell somebody that I did this?" No, I ain't never told nobody nothing that you've ever done. Nothing.
Yeah.
Well, they just called and they was asking, so I didn't know, but I called you because I knew you knew. No, I don't know, and I don't want to know. Have a good night. My thing is, I've never been that messy person to go around and broadcast somebody's business or to grade somebody or do something like that. But because you still cannot live in your truth, you can't be who you are. Peace
Yeah.
out.
Hey,
Peace out.
right.
I'm in a season. I'm in a season to where I can't be around negative people, or do I want negative things to come into
Go
my
on,
space,
great energy.
or unstable energy. You don't know who you are. God bless you. I pray that
Yeah.
God will help you find out who you are. And if it don't happen on this side, I'll see you on the other side, and I'm gonna still be gay on the other side. God bless you. That's how I feel.
I
Final
said,
thought.
it don't need. You just said it, ain't? Honey, that was a mic drop there. It was a mic drop. Period.
Be, be who
Y'all
you
always know
are.
what because I say it all the damn time. Be you. Live in your truth. Let your freak flag fly, you know?
And whatever
If
that flag
okay,
is.
I mean, whatever it is. And if you my thing, my mom always taught me that if you can't tell it, if you are ashamed to say it out loud, then maybe you shouldn't be doing it.
maybe that's what that is. Maybe
Yeah.
that's what it is. So maybe
You
people
you got to be, you got to be comfortable in your own skin,
you
regardless.
have to be
Is
comfortable.
it wrong? I mean, who knows? But if this is your truth, stand in it. Stand firm in it. Fuck with anybody else. Be you.
I love it. They said, I see you on the other side. I see you on the other side, boo. My
Sure.
thing is, I just don't have time. And I
Yeah.
think it comes a point. What is this in my hair? Oh, it comes a point that you have to you have to get to a place to where you are comfortable in being you. And if you can't be you by yourself and you're depending on other people to help you be you, you've never been you. You've
Yeah.
always been what they wanted you to be. Be
Yeah.
you. Be you. Listen, it's so important to me.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be you, whatever you
Yeah.
looks like. When you look in the mirror, you ought to say, hey, this is me.
Child, that thing with Debbie is a mess. That's why I was laughing at when she the last comment. I was out there cracking up. I know people was like, "What the fuck she laughing at?"
Tell her hello from the other side. I
Oh
did.
my God.
Thick and
Yeah.
tall, right? That skinny one. I don't know about her music. Listen, we love y'all. We love you.
Yeah.
We want y'all to be safe. Be safe out there in those streets, please. Grocery stores are not even safe right now.
Child, I know, and I got to go to the grocery store when we get off here.
You going tonight?
Well, I only because I got two orders. For some, it was like a last minute social. So they ordered 2 half gallons, half gallon of one cocktail and a half gallon of the other. And I gotta go get some strawberries and some stuff to make.
Okay.
I'm
Well,
running tonight.
okay. Well, you be safe. Y'all be safe out there in the streets. And you know what? If you don't do nothing else, educate yourself. Educate yourself. Find something to read. While you scrolling through Facebook,
Please
look up,
do.
look up
Stop
something.
looking at the TikTok video. Get off the damn TikTok videos and go to the library because ain't nobody in there.
I'm on TikTok. You can follow me. No, I'm just playing. Don't follow me. I'm on TikTok.
TikTok videos are very they are entertaining. However, I need for us to it's okay to be entertained, but get enlightened too. Feed your brain,
Feed your
please.
brain. Please,
Please.
please, please take in something. This show has taught me that I have to learn more. Listen, follow us on Facebook, Montee and Mimi. Follow us on In the Chair with Montee and Mimi on Instagram and on YouTube Live, In the Chair with Montee and Mimi. Please share us with someone. Share us. Talk about these things. These are conversations that you could take to your family reunions, to your I don't know if you can talk about them at work. You might get in trouble because some of the stuff that Mimi say. But
Just
then
talk about it at lunch.
yeah, talk
And
about it at lunch, and then talk about it, amongst your friends. Have these conversations. For real. Seriously. Peace out. We love you. Good night. Bye, Mimi.
bye,
I got
Lamar.
something to say. I got something to say.